Hello, sugar friends. Welcome to today's episode of our podcast. The topic today is Just Start. As always, my heart is to encourage moms. So I always like to start by encouraging moms with the topic that I'll be discussing. I know after losing a child, the journey back to finding yourself, everything, it's like you go through a lot of just starting. So I just, want to start there today. And I know my journey, like I said, after losing my son, I always say led me to entrepreneurship. So I know this podcast will encourage so many on so many other levels, not just moms, but, if you're an entrepreneur or trying to chase your dreams, I know you'll walk away with a lot of good nuggets as well. So, like I said, I know it's incredibly difficult to try to get your life back to normal after losing a child. I guess I won't even say normal because I don't know if that's even the right word, but I know you have to, learn to activate your faith again. And actually, I want to reference a verse that really helped me with today's topic. It is two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, then one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone he falls, for he have no one to help him up. So today I wanted to encourage moms. Sometimes it's good just to start counseling. And I know me growing up, I guess in a very faith background, I know it was so many different views about counseling. Some, if you had strong faith and could pray, maybe it wasn't as necessary to seek a counselor. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with praying. I believe very strongly in prayer. But I also believe faith without works is dead. And I think sometimes you have to seek outside help, professionals to help you along that journey. So just in case if anybody had any of the beliefs or thoughts that, whispers counseling is for weak, or people will think you have mental issues if you seek a counselor. I was somewhat embarrassed, I guess, at first to let people know that my husband and I was in counseling after losing our son, a fear of judgment, what people might think, or how it would be perceived that maybe my faith wasn't strong enough, or maybe I wasn't mentally strong enough to deal with it on my own. I had to go get help. So many different things. I know this might sound basic, but if there is any others out there that dealt with them, I guess I'm speaking to them. I know not everybody may have dealt with this, but believe it or not, some people did. So I just wanted to speak to that sometimes you have to just start, even if it may look like, oh, others will think I'm weak-minded, or others will think this, or whatever judgment you feel like maybe passed upon you for that. Sometimes on this journey, you have to do what you think is best for yourself and not worry about maybe what others might have to say about it, or, even have fears of if what you share with the counselor, if they'll repeat it, so many doubts that comes when you feel like, I know I need help, but where do I start? And it's going to feel strange going to a complete stranger, talking about my problem, sharing my journey, being so vulnerable. And even doubts that, or fear that they might judge you like, okay, wow, she is dealing with it way worse than another mom who lost a child. And I don't know, even fear that they might judge you. You have to look past all that and feel like, I know this is the help that I need in this season. This will be helpful to me. This is bigger than what I can deal with in this moment. So I am going to get some help and not worry, like I said, about how that may be perceived or what people may think or how it will look. I think sometimes you just have to step out on your faith and believe that it's going to be okay. You have to just start. You have to just start, quiet the noise. Don't worry about, what's going to be said or what people will think or what, group that puts you in. If people want to say you got mental problems or whatever they want to say, or you're not strong or you're not weak or you're weak, whatever they may say, you just have to not even worry about that and go get the help that you need in that season. But, and as I did that, the same things that I worried about that people would say, when I started counseling, those was the same things that helped me so much. It did strengthen me to be more stronger minded, and it helped unlock so much stuff in me. But if I would have never just started, I would have lost all the benefits that came with counseling. Like my counselor, when I started, when I found her, I searched online and I felt like I was led to a counselor, and she happened to be a counselor out of Detroit. And it was such a great benefit because once I found her, she let me know that her husband was a counselor too. So it was great. So my husband and I counseled with another couple. So that was so beneficial because it helped us in so many ways, even though we was dealing with the loss of the child, but it helped us in so many ways, just having another couple counsel us. And they were entrepreneurs, so they would talk a lot about, maybe running their business and maybe just general speaking stuff that would come up because we became friends as well. And those seeds that they were dropping that they probably didn't even know activated so much in us that at the time we didn't even know that later we would need all those little gems and seeds that they were dropping. And I now know that counseling is what definitely started my journey to becoming the best version of myself. It helped me see potential and helped me realize that I had gifts and talents that I didn't even realize that I had. So I had to just start when it seemed like, even though I was fearful of what people might say or what people might think, or even, little things that I heard growing up, counseling is for, men's people or whatever, the whispers and the noise that people say, or, she's weak minded. She need a counselor to help her with her problems and this and that. It helped me so much in so many ways. And sometimes you have to step out on stuff despite how people might look at it. And that stuff is not even accurate. You begin to learn that as you get into it and see the value of counseling. So I just, wanted to encourage other moms or other people, just start. Just start. If you feel like in this season, whether it's marriage or whatever that may be, just start, despite what others may say or whatever they may think. Sometimes you just have to start and take those leaps to get the help you need and not worry of like I said, what people may think. I can't say that enough. And like I said, I don't even know if anyone else has dealt with that or if it was just me, but the flip side of counseling has helped me so, so much. It has been amazing for the growth, the personal growth that I got from it, the knowledge, the seeds in just so many ways. My husband and I just, the statistics after losing a child, I think they said the marriages that stay together at the time, I'm not sure, it's been over 13 years now, but at the time was less than 13% of the couples stayed together because the loss of a child is so hard to deal with as a couple. So, looking back, who knows, without counseling, the thing that I feared that people would think, that could have saved me from so much stuff. It strengthened my marriage. It strengthened me to, keep going, to tap into my best self and activated just possibilities of me to just dream big, big, big. So I think I just wanted to encourage you with that. If it's something, that you're going through and you feel like, I just don't know. I think maybe another person would be helpful. Like even the verse said, two is better than one. In that season, I needed somebody just to help me stand up, to help me get, I guess, just back on my feet and a path, put me on a path of a direction that I should go. In that season, it just seemed like everything just, you know, it was a lot. So, yes, I just wanted to encourage you. Sometime you have to just start. Also, like I mentioned, my journey of just starting my healing process after losing my son led me to entrepreneurship. So here you'll hear a lot of stuff about, entrepreneurship, business, chasing your dreams. So, I just want to encourage you, if you have a dream or a goal or vision that you want to accomplish it, just start. I know it's sometimes you want to wait for the perfect time or the perfect circumstances, but honestly, that might not ever happen. It might not ever be a perfect circumstance or you have everything lined up. Sometimes I like to listen to Steve Harvey. I think he's just encouraging in so many ways. And I remember he was saying he started maybe his first performance when he was homeless. I think he might have slept in the car that night before he went up on stage or whatever. He didn't wait for the perfect circumstances. I also was listening to one of the largest distributors of the sea moss, and he was saying his story started during COVID where, he just wanted to keep his grandmother healthy. So he would make maybe little smoothies or whatever with sea moss in it. And he would post it. And then the nurses started reaching out, asking him if he can make them some. And then he started shipping it. And he said he made 6 figures before he even ever had a name for his business. So he just started. Sometimes you have to just start. You can't despise small beginnings. Sometimes those small beginnings is what leads you to big outcomes. I know when I first started on my entrepreneur journey, I wanted to see the whole staircase. I wanted to see, well, if I do this, what will happen? But in my journey, it was like, I didn't see my next step until I took that step. I took one step and then I would see the next step. And then after I took that step, so on and so on. So I didn't see the whole staircase. I wanted to, but I had to just jump and let my faith lead me. And I know sometimes that's so hard because you want to just know if I do this, what's going to happen. But like my coach said, clarity comes in the doing. And, sometimes it's sloppy progress. Sometimes you have to keep taking your next best step, whatever that may be. Just start. Sometimes just starting could be, okay, what is it that I want to do? If I was to become an entrepreneur, what would that look like? What is it that I want to do? Maybe write a vision, and that could just start writing on a piece of paper a business name that you want. That's just starting. That's a start. And then after that, maybe the next thing will unfold and maybe the next thing will come to you. So I just want to encourage you, just start. And sometimes you have to just start when people around you may not believe in what you're saying. I remember I had a family member when I was talking about stop working at the bank. I had worked at the bank for 18 years and I was saying that I was going to stop working there to start a bakery. And they thought that was just, the silliest thing and was like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why you would do that. That's silly. Now, they had no bad intention. They honestly loved me and felt they were giving me good advice. But I had to just start and activate all, like I said, the good things I learned in counseling of how to follow my own dreams, follow my own heart. I had to just start and not wait for validation of somebody believing that it's possible for me. I had to just start. Sometimes people will not see what you're talking about until after they see it. Sometimes after you accomplish it, then it will make sense. So, just imagine if I would have let that information stop me. I would have never seen what was possible for me and my family. So sometimes you have to just start and quiet the noise and listen to your own heart and what you feel your spirit is telling you to do. And like I always say, everyone know my husband has been my number one supporter, hands down. But early on, it was sometimes I feel like I'm a big dreamer, a very big visionary. And sometimes I might want to take bold leaps. And sometimes Robert be like, okay, now I don't know, and sometimes I have to just start and not, maybe he'll believe it later or catch on later. And so sometimes you can't stop when whoever it may be, it could be your family. Sometimes it could be your spouse and they have no bad intentions. Like I remember we went to U of M to see the museum and I seen food carts there or food trucks. And I remember telling Robert, I want to go to, I'm going to go get the phone number and I'm going to see if I can bring our treats, sell our treats here at one of the stands. I see other people doing it. So maybe it's possible we can do it. And Robert just thought, are you serious? Like how that is not possible for us. Like he just couldn't see it like one of the biggest stadiums, in the world that has the most, I think it's one of the biggest stadiums in the world. And he just thought like, that's impossible. Like, how are we, we're not there yet. We'll never get accepted in or whatever. Cause I heard it was a long waiting list and I told Robert I was going to try. So I got the number. I called and you have to get set up on they set you up. I guess you have to take your stuff and before a board or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to stay up. I stayed up all night making, all these trees. I customized them. I, made like macaroons in the shape of a football. I put so much work and energy into it. And, it was late. Robert was like, okay, I know I'm trying to hang with you and stay up, but I'm going to sleep because, I know we doing all this work. We not really going to get it anyways. But I told him, even if we don't, it would be such a good learning experience for us. So, his doubts or whatever had kind of started, falling off on me where I was just almost like thinking, okay, well, I guess it'll be a good learning experience. I'm going to go through with it because who knows? Who knows? Maybe. So I did it. I took him, we dropped him off and we did whatever we had to do, presented them to the team. And I just thought, okay, well, I guess, it was a good experience. We probably won't get it. And long story short, we did end up getting in at U of M. So just starting sometime and quieting the noise that you hear, you just never know where it could lead you. So I want to encourage you, whatever dream, vision, goal you have, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, just start. Just take that leap of faith. And when we started on our journey of entrepreneurship, opening our business, we didn't know a lot. We just started. We just started, like I said, we started from the basement of our home and we grew. We just took that step and started. And the more we did, the more we learned, the more we grew, the more we learned how to better tweak or add or take away what wasn't working. So sometimes you have to, I can't keep saying it enough, just start. And by us just starting, now we're able to see, wow, the good things that's come from us just starting, being featured on a show on PBS, being voted one of the best small businesses in Michigan, being now listed as a destination shop in Michigan. So all the good things that has come from us just starting when we didn't know, but we just took that step. We just started and we let our path continue to evolve. So, just starting, you would be amazed, like I said, where it will take you. Being able to build so many good relationships within the community, having a team that we just truly enjoy, being able to teach our daughter entrepreneurship, being able to hopefully one day leave her generational wealth, just so many things by us just starting. So I can't say it enough. So if it's something that you want to do, just start. Even me, starting this leap of faith with the podcast. Like, I don't know a lot about podcasting. I just know that I want to encourage moms that have went through the same painful experience that I went through, and I want to help them turn that pain into purpose. So that was my goal and my dream. And, even beside moms, someone else that might be going through a painful situation, if I can help them, encourage them, to inspire them to turn their pain into purpose, that was my goal. That was my hope. And, sometimes I podcast and I wonder, is anybody even listening on the other side of this screen? But I'm moving anyways. I'm going anyways. And I'm believing and knowing that I'll get better as time goes. I'll become a better podcaster and my message will help moms. But I had to just start, despite thinking like, oh, I wish I had everything lined up more better. I wish this, and I wish I knew how to do all the things that, big podcasters know how to do. I had to just start and keep going. And I'm like, as I go, I'll know that it's being effective. I'll start to get more comments. So listen, if y'all listen, leave me a comment. That's encouraging to me to know that it really is helping people. So even with me, even on this journey, it's a lot of ways that I have to just start. I have to keep just starting and wondering. And as I go, like I said, clarity comes in the doing. So I'm just going to keep moving. And in this season, one of the things I'm going to just start doing is, me and my husband is, if you come to our shop, you will always see one of us there. But I said in this season, I want to take the leap and start trusting the team we've built, the system we built will work. And I want to start taking time away, maybe for us to go on vacation as a family. I don't think we went on vacation as a family in maybe 3 years, over 3 years. I don't want to be so tied or to the Google reviews, so worried about the Google reviews that if we leave, will they be able to do stuff in the same standard of excellence that we want? I have to just start trusting that the team that we built and the system we built, to let it work. So I'm going to just start taking that leap. So it's always on every step of the journey, you have to keep taking those steps of just starting. My daughter will be turned 17 soon, and I don't want to look back and just realize we spent all of our time at the store. We wanted everything to be, professional. We want all the customers to get served. Now, don't get me wrong, that's so important. And I still want that to be that way. But I have to just start trusting the process that the team we built and the system that it will work. And that's honestly the only way we'll continue to grow and evolve, by not being, here all the time and out instead of out networking or growing in a different way. So sometime along this journey of just starting, you have to always just keep just starting. So I just wanted to encourage somebody with that today. If there's anything in life that you're going through and you need counseling, just start. Or if you have a dream or a goal or a vision, just start. And you'll be excited and amazed where it will lead you by just taking the first step. So I wanted to leave that with you. And as always, I hope this podcast continues to encourage and inspire you. And I just wanted to leave that with you today. Just start. Bye for now, sugar friends.